And we will also bring some clarity to the New Holidays Act. All those in favor of more holidays say aye.
Aye.
All those against say no.
No. Eyes have it.
Don't worry. It's not how loud you shout.
Thank you.
It's how many people shout.
Thank you.
The eyes have it.
If for nothing at all, I learned from Parliament that one person can shout loud, but if the rest say yes, the yes will have it. Seriously, I don't think productivity in Ghana has anything to do with holidays. We just have to make use of our day better. So it's not about, like, look, Japanese, they even do siesta in the course of work. They work harder than you. But when you go to certain countries, between certain hours of the day, they sleep. Yet they produce more than you do. You the whole day you are at work.
And it's important because otherwise you will burn out. So you need to rest to make you more productive.
Can you repeat what you just said?
You need to rest to make you more productive.
Tell him again.
You know what? You are speaking here as a manager and a host, right?
No, I'm speaking as a citizen of Ghana.
So there are systems in place. To give life to that aspiration you're talking about.
Yes, please.
So they have a common room in some cases, or they allow that even in
we have a nice garden at Pesano.
You go and sleep.
We have a beautiful resting area at the rooftop. Have you gone to the rooftop before?
Yes, I went there.
We have couches there.
You have couches there.
Oh,
where you can sleep or where you can
Caleb, were you not there during the?
I was.
They provide a comfortable.
There's fresh air. There's fresh air. So this thing about Ghana, we want to work. I don't
institutionalize it,
bro.
Properly.
If we had a holiday every month, it's good. No, it's not giddy work that makes you productive.
Thank you.
It's smart work. We have to be smart workers.
We are too far behind.
Far behind.
More holidays. More holidays. So that you see the tourism industry will thrive. Imagine on a holiday, I take a drive to Angloga or to Keta.
Yeah, man.
You know, and spend tourist money.
Come on.
Yes,
on a working day, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, what stops you from going on Saturday or Sunday?
No, the funerals.
Why must funerals always be on
because funeral is also a tourism opportunity. Yes. But what I'm saying is that holidays help the tourist sector. Because let's assume, and for me, what I like so much about what has happened is that, of course, the regional holidays will not be affected by the banking. But the idea that a holiday on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday will go to a Friday or Monday is really great. So we'll travel on Thursday after work. We'll reach there in the night, sleep, wake up on Friday, chill the whole Friday, Saturday relax, leave late Sunday afternoon, come back. Charlie, we are living. We are living the life.
Doing what essentially? Just emptying your bank account.
Sky, yesterday I was at a program.
Enjoy yourself.
I was at a program. Let me tell you something. I was at a program, the management boot camp. Mm-hmm. And the resource person, what's this guy's name? Patrick Oteku. He said, he asked a question. He said, Ben, have you ever had any new idea whilst you were sitting at your desk at work?
No.
And I said, no. He says, if you want fresh idea, change your environment.
Thank you.
That's what he said. And everybody agreed. So if, for example, we move to, where do we want to even go? Yeah, there's a new place at in near Keta.
Or you can go to Agbulo Lodge, for instance.
The new environment, the sea, the trees, the birds. You know, you just get fresh ideas. You see Isaac Newton?
Yes.
He was sitting under the tree.
Apple tree, yes.
And then the gravity thing. Why didn't he get it in his office?
Nothing.
He didn't work it as an equation. He was observing nature. And then the Lord spoke to him. So we need more holidays so we can enjoy nature. So if I'm planning for the July one, the 1st July, maybe it will happen. Yeah. But the 1st July, is it 1st or 2nd? Is it
the 1st July?
Is it Saturday or is it what day of the week is it? Check for me. Because I think
it should be Tuesday.
Oh, they should make it Monday now. Is that not what they said they will do?
It's on Tuesday.
So on the basis of that, then it should be Monday.
As in what? The holiday, the observance itself.
Because according to what they've said.
So the idea is not that when it falls on 1st July, you will not mark it as such. You understand?
Yeah.
When it falls on a weekday, you won't. So you mark it, you observe it. But the proper holiday, as in go and rest at home, no.
Yeah.
They shift it forward.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So let's use this as an example. 1st July is a Tuesday.
Yes.
So they should give us the Monday as a holiday.
Well, then that comes within the presidential discretion ambit. You know, the provision says.
Fred,
the
explain the thing.
So
Explain the
what's
thing to me.
happening is that when you cannot mark the holiday before you actually commemorate it.
Yeah.
So if it falls on Tuesday, you cannot move it to a Monday because the day has not been the holiday has not been commemorated.
So you take it to the Friday.
You take it to the Friday. So when it falls on the Saturday,
That's
or
when you bring it to a
you
Monday.
Bring it to a Monday because then you have observed the day.
So
So there's a distinction here. Observing the day is different from enjoying the day. You understand what I'm saying?
then maybe Nee was right when you mentioned the preceding.
So you have to observe the day first. So if it's
Charlie,
a Tuesday,
that's
you observe a Tuesday as a Republic Day or National Prayer Day.
Yes.
But
And the
we'll go to
holiday
work.
You'll go to work, and the holiday will move to a Friday. But if, say, the holiday falls on a Saturday
Or a Sunday.
you observe the Saturday, the Monday is made a holiday.
I get it.
So the enjoyment. You know,
So it's either Friday or Monday ahead.
Yes.
It's never before.
It's not before.
Yeah.
Yes.
so the
So
enjoyment.
okay, so let's stay with that point.
Yes.
Tuesday is July 1st. Is the National Prayer Day. Are we saying that we'll do the prayer on Tuesday but have the holiday on Friday?
Well, that one becomes a presidential discretion matter because as I
But they
understand-
just read it in the law now.
Yeah, but the president may.
Oh, he should. He may say, why, Mr. President?
That's a discretion he has.
We need. You see, you understand what I'm saying? We,
President
you see, the holiday, you know, is to add the days so that you can do something meaningful. Because if Tuesday, if I don't come to work, it's useless because Wednesday I'm coming back to work. But if you give it to me on Friday, do you know what I'm saying? Then I can add it to Saturday and do something productive for that weekend.
Must we spend all the day of the 1st of July? praying?
Yes.
So all the days you've been working, what have you achieved with it? All the days you've been working in your life, this
That
is
is
your
what-
43
that
years.
is what has brought us here.
All the days.
That is what has brought us here.
No, that is what
That
has.
is the reason.
That is what has kept us from being distracted. That is why
all the days that
Yes.
you have worked, what has it
I'm
produced?
shocked.
A lot.
What has it produced?
A lot.
Tell me.
That's why we are where we are.
Guy,
Stop
what
what
would
you're
you
doing.
rather we did instead of praying?
No, it's just trying to be
Is that what?
something.
Instead of praying, what would you rather
Look,
we did?
look. You see, at the
But I'm not asking.
No,
the
I did
question
it,
in your
but-
favor.
I did it,
I actually agree with
I
you.
did this
at
day
the
work.
Dibede,
Yes.
Vivi, come in on you that.
No, take your time.
Small,
What
small
is
will
this?
be working
At the
there work.
Dibede,
Eh.
Vivi, come in on you that. Which is to say that the ants, you see them, they carry the thing small. Ultimately, they move it into their hole, and that is how they feed themselves.
Yes.
We may not be doing much compared to other jurisdictions,
Yes.
but at least we are making some progress.
Oh yes.
Now, the idea should not be to get a lot more holidays to take away from the progress we are making small.
No.
The idea should be, yes, let's maximize, smart work. Let's do a lot more to ensure that we maximize what we achieve out of a day, a working day.
Do you know that some countries are even asking for 4 days working day?
Yes.
They
Some
can
are
afford
actually
that luxury.
practicing it.
Because they have found a way of making use of their day.
We see,
So the problem is not the holiday. The problem is that the days you are working, you're not
Thank
doing
you.
anything.
we have not.
That's the problem.
Bernard, so you see, our problem is, first of all, we have not even maximized our day.
And yet
Yet
you're not
we want
resting.
to take away from it.
Have you noticed that when you went to Oxford, most of your friends, when they say they are holidaying, they actually holiday.
That's true.
They travel, they go to places. You in Ghana, you only go for funeral. Why? Because when they are working, they work. So when they are holiday, they holiday.
You know why?
No, so I'm coming. So you don't even have a proper life.
No,
they have they holiday better.
But do you know why?
Explain.
Because majority of those people don't have people from the village chasing them with them.
No.
Bernard, that is
Everybody get problem.
Bernard, you see,
Everybody has a
you see,
problem.
in these jurisdictions,
Yes.
people are largely individualistic.
Yes.
They don't care about whether an uncle's son has gone to school. Or
So
has
that's
gone
why
to
when you get the holiday, you go to the village. And go and meet them.
No,
In fact, you even need a holiday more because because we are communal. If I give you that Friday, you can travel to the village, then meet the people and things. Sky, you see, let's not. For me, as we develop as a society, we should be smarter. Life expectancy should go high.
Yes. 64.
Spending,
Not
and
good.
now we have technology. For example, this week, a lot of people met me at the fair.
Yes.
Bernard, I want to come and see you.
Oh, Charlie.
Then I said, you see, if you want to see me physically,
Yes.
it's not really possible. But if you want to have my attention,
You have it.
now we have
Yeah.
virtual meeting. So let's assume I'm coming to do a program with you.
Beautiful.
Let's agree, Thursday 4 p.m. Put me on Zoom 30 minutes. You can be more productive. The meeting is more clinical. If you leave Adenta, take a trotro, get down at a friend is saying,
Atumata station.
Charlie,
Stress.
you get it? So the issue is that we are not making the best use of our day. It's not a question of not having enough days to work. It's a question of when we are working, we are actually not working. So we need more rest so that people can think better and reduce their lifestyle diseases, have less blood pressure. Go and observe. You like nature. You the way I see you, your hair is going. If I got you, if I give you a large farm, and I have wildlife, birds, rabbits. No, you eat the rabbits. Don't have rabbits. So I have birds,
Cats.
nature, and a small water body flowing through. In a wooden house. You be more, if when you come back to work that week, you do like 10 stories. Very productive. So you see your beard is becoming white. You need holiday. So you should support us to tell the government to do more. Instead of this thing, we have to work advanced country. Now I'm reading that a lot of these, even these companies that overwork people, they are finding ways of getting them to rest. Google and things. Have a bed here, make them because they realize that people, their mind is tasked.
People are burning out.
Charlie, Sky, look, you see somebody who says it's 38. He looks like 50.
Thank you.
You know why?
He's working too much.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because we are not relying on modern ways of doing things.
You have answered your own question.
Which is not the same as saying that we need a lot more holidays to rest.
We do.
So Bernard, I'm saying,
Yes.
for instance, let's say that President Mahama speaks for 1 hour,
Yes.
right? This day and age, you go to newsrooms and they are using their mind to transcribe what the president is saying.
They need their mind to work. That's why God gave it to us. They should use their mind.
See,
They should
that
use what?
It's use tech to transcribe it.
No.
Which can happen
if it's
within a
available,
matter
why
of
not?
45 seconds.
Yeah, but
or in some cases,
Sky, no, hold on. Take your time. The mind was given to us to work. Because when you don't work the mind, you become something else.
so you use it for more taxing, mind taxing
Like what?
assignment. So for instance, you want to deal with a more complex narrative or story. You use your mind for that.
But you see, my worry is that if people start using technology to replace their thinking, then we are in a society that's dangerous. They should think.
No.
You can use the mind. Maybe you give a wrong example.
There's not a
Maybe
wrong example.
Because if the president speaks, why should
You
I should listen to him with my
transcribing
mind?
what the president has said.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the prepared text in front of you. You don't need to type
Not
it.
analyzing
okay,
what
okay,
the
okay,
president
okay.
said.
You
That's
are talking
what
about
with your
transcription.
mind.
Exactly.
But you have to use your mind.
You use your mind for something more
contextualize
complex,
it
something
and-
more.
Like what?
You want to analyze,
Framing.
bring history to bear
okay.
on what you are talking about. But first of all, you go into the newsroom. Then you now see them, they are listening to
They
what
are
the
transcribing.
that takes them about an hour because the president spoke for an hour.
Yeah.
That is
but
not
what-
useful use of your
But
time.
the transcription, but the recorder, but now there are machines that can transcribe for you.
You go to your newsroom.
They still listen with their ears.
This guy is okay.
No, stay there.
They are still transcribing, listening to what the president has said or what somebody has said.
Usually, you
That
can use
is
speech to text.
So you see, in this case, you are not maximizing your presence in the news.
So they are burning out because they are using less efficient tools.
Exactly. When I would do that within 45 seconds.
Fresh.
But still use your mind to angle the story.
Exactly.
Still, we like
Okay,
the
I agree
but
with
that
that.
cannot be the only reason for burning out.
Okay,
No,
I
I'm
get
just
it.
giving
Cannot
an
be.
example.
And then
You
also
understand? And
work schedules that are not flexible and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
You go to, in any event,
Yeah.
I mean, in this day and age,
Yeah.
why should you require that a journalist majority of the time should be in the newsroom?
The journalist work is not in the newsroom.
Yes,
it's actually
but
outside.
he's out there.
I
And the
agree.
question is whether he's out there filing about 6, 7, 8 stories on a given day.
Correct.
Not necessarily coming into the office
Yeah.
to now type up those stories or even cut the voices because it is able to.
So you can clock in.
Everything
You
on
can
the
clock in
streets.
virtually.
Exactly.
We must judge him by the work he does.
So if yes, that you see, so you look at
I
it.
agree with you.
Uh-huh,
Five
But
bags of
let's
cement.
let's agree that some professions like nurses and things they have to show up. Even
that's true.
teaching. Look, I'll tell you this. You came to me and you complained that somebody was doing a class and they were using digital.
Oh yeah, because there are downsides to that.
Now I have people who come and teach. Maybe your kids have classes teacher. They say, oh, Daddy, you want the teacher to do virtual? Why? Because when the man is doing virtual,
They
they are
can go
playing
to-
game.
Yes.
You see, The man must come physically.
Yes.
Because these boys don't do the work. They'll be doing. So we have to all be careful how we balance
Yes,
it.
there has to be.
Okay. So that's why we need the holiday. So when people work. So please, I need a place to go this 1st July.
Aglo Lodge.
They should move it to Friday.
Go to Aglo Lodge.
Where is that?
It's in the Kecha municipality.
Or you can check out the chill.
They should move it to Friday. The Tuesday somewhere.
You're supposed to pray with it though.
Oh, we can pray while the Tuesday we can pray while we are awake.
We will do all.
Oh, that one there we can pray anywhere. The Friday is what I need, not the Tuesday. Sky, I suspect if you read the comments that have come in, most of the people agree with me.
Yes.
So I want you to fall on your own sword.
No, I know that.
By reading comments that incriminate.
No,
I'm very sure of that.
My position is not that we don't need holidays. My position is that we don't need more holidays.
No, my position is that we need more holidays.
Yeah, my position is that we don't need more holidays.
But my position is that we need more holidays.
That's okay.
Yes. And I'm saying that the people support me, they don't support you.
Yeah, because many people listening would naturally, as Ghanaians, which is generally the...
Overworked, you mean?
they like, they love holiday. Don't go chilling.
Because they are overworked.
But why do you think that chilling is not good?
Monday, bad rag bear. Tuesday, bad rag bear. Thursday, bad rag bear. That's just enjoyment. So let me read the comments.
You are on your own. You are lonely. You are on your own.
Bernard, what happens when Christmas falls on midweek? CBS. It's coming in from Albert.
The religious holidays are not affected by the banking of the holidays because they fall on specific days. Yep. So Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, Christmas, Easter will be commemorated on the day they fall.
That's all.
That's not affected by this.
Good morning, Bernard and team. Charlie, please promote the
more holidays.
Okay, he's asking that we should promote that.
You are not seeing it well.
It's a cozy about him. And this one says, Bernard, in Rwanda, there's a holiday on Monday, the 1st of July, and Friday, the 4th of July. But the government has added Wednesday, the 2nd, and Thursday, the 3rd of July. Now, Ghana should try and do the same thing because if we have 2 working holidays in the week, government should do us show now coming in from Benedict.
We need the holiday.
For what?
Let me tell you something. You know when we did the Back to Your Village Food Festival.
Yes.
This year it coincided with the Eid. So the second day we had more patronage. And people sold more because they knew they were not going to work the next day. So it was a whole bonanza.
Thank you.
So businesses made money. The tourist centers make money. The beaches make money. The hotels make money. It's a very big economy. So I'm even making an economic argument for holidays.
You see, before you even go there, you and I did economics. Have you done the opportunity cost of not going to work on that particular day? That's to determine whether ultimately it was better not working and going to enjoy than actually working and forgoing the enjoyment. I think we need to do that.
Even the way people came to work the next week excited. It was a good bounce.
It's not supported by any evidence.
Sky, I don't think the holidays matter. Because if you count the number of holidays we have in this country,
it's not that much.
And you go and look at other countries who are doing better than us, sometimes they have the same.
Say it again.
No.
Say it again.
So you see, my argument is not just restricted to not increasing the holidays. My argument is also to the effect that we should get more from the days that we are actually working.
We don't disagree.
But we don't have to wait for that to have a holiday.
But the tools are there, Bernard.
No, you see,
so we can do both.
Sky, why you don't have to link your points? Because your first point is that we need to get more from the days we are working.
That's good. That's fine.
Everyone is happy that everyone agrees because nobody wants to spend their whole life at work. Everyone agrees.
But we need the holidays.
Because of that, you shouldn't get public holidays. That one we disagree.
Because I know that in Ghana we are not getting more from the days we are supposed to.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
That is the problem. Even if you go to parliament, they do the same thing.
There's something to say, SAS.
You know, we are not working efficiently.
Give me some countries.
Let me give you some. So Ghana has 13 holidays. So let me give you some countries and their number of holidays. China also has 13.
Look at that.
Right? South Korea has 14. This is a country you look up to,
Yes, they have more. They work better. They have
Taiwan 16.
Look at that.
Morocco 16.
Look at that.
Japan 16.
Look at that.
Indonesia 16.
Look at that.
Hong Kong 17.
Look at that.
Malaysia 18.
Look at that.
You see, you
all these countries have better
Liechtenstein,
GDP than
20.
you. 20.
India 21.
Look at that.
Iran 26.
Look at that.
And the most in the world, Nepal 35.
Look at that.
Now you see, so then you have to reduce the argument.
Evidence
what
is the
they
name.
do with their days at work?
Kenya also has 13 by
That is the core question you need to answer.
He has provided you about 10 countries.
No, it is just he's just throwing that into the argument.
But the point you are
But
making,
you have to contextualize it.
but no,
What is the average?
You are
What
working- you are-
does the average Japanese do when he goes to work?
You are worrying yourself.
Or what do they do when they go to their parliament?
We, the people of Ghana, we say we like the holiday. So I don't know. You say if they vote, you even get 1%. They say we want the
The
holiday.
majority is not always right.
But in this case, we don't care. We don't.
Sky, work-life balance is very
The
important.
minority,
Somebody's.
the minority will have their say and will have our way. We are not.
You
We are
need
not.
your
We are not to
mental
come with
well-being,
Taka to
your
suggest a couple of
physical
holidays for him.
well-being,
Yes.
and you cannot say that we should, because we are having more holidays. We are
Me,
not
I even
working
want them to make
effectively.
International Women's Day holidays.
Thank
If
you.
we are working, it should be optimal. If we
Yes.
are having the holidays too,
It should
it
be
should be optimal.
optimal.
See, 8th March,
Yes.
Women's Day. We should make it affirmative action day.
Thank you.
Holiday. Think about it. Think about the state of our women.
Yes.
Let's put it
Holiday
inside.
for everyone or just
How
the
does-
women?
No, we are remembering our women.
How does
International Women's Day.
we have to
I went to private members meeting.
Understand?
I'll let you draft it for me.
Wow. Pardon me. How does sitting at home
To reflect.
to reflect on what?
sitting at home. What
On
is
our
that sitting at
journey.
home? Oh,
On which journey?
no, Sky, I'm spending time with my family. I'm not just sitting at home.
Yes.
Family
My family are
bond.
not here.
Sky,
My family is not here forever. I
Family
have to spend
bonding.
as much time
To
with them
bond.
as possible.
Families must bond.
Yes.
Work-life balance.
You see,
You see?
if you rely on technology, hold on, man. Let me make my point.
Your point is tired.
You have 3 acres of land. You have 3 acres of land.
Yes.
Instead of using in today's world
Yes.
a DJI drone, which you fly. No,
We
hold on.
understand technology now.
You see, you don't understand it.
Stop linking technology to holiday.
But that is what it
We
is.
want our holiday to say technology.
Because you see, instead of ensuring that you do a work schedule that you could have done in say 45 minutes,
You are struggling.
you are using a whole week to do it.
That's mad.
And because of that, you are not having time for your family. And then you are
Let me ask
complaining
you a
that.
question.
what is
Do
it?
you,
But that's
do you
not-
use more technology than Taiwan?
A shock.
Taiwan has 18 holidays. Don't they use more technology than you?
Because you see, they are using it properly and they are using it to optimize that which they do in the office. You are not using it.
Yeah, in fact.
Common Kotoka.
Yeah,
Common
in fact.
Kotoka. We have introduced what do you call it? Paperless or e-gate.
Yeah.
Go there and check what is happening. and ask yourself whether in this day and age
Yes.
we still require those numbers of people parading themselves when you're coming in.
we don't
When you're
disagree.
coming,
We don't-
passing.
We agree, but we
we
still want the
don't disagree,
holiday.
but the holidays have nothing to do with
You
that.
know what? Let's also finish the segment. This guy, you can talk for 10,000 hours. The holiday, we want more.
Thank you.
We don't care what.
Finish.
You can go back to Oxford and work.
Yes.
We don't have any problem.
At all.
Master, here are some quick comments on holidays. Others, Sky. Okay, Francisca, read for us.
Okay, so Nana Damit, listening from Frankfurt, says, I somehow side with Sky because over here in Germany, we have 9 nationwide public holidays, yet they're always busy cracking their brains. Whereas in Ghana, it's the opposite. So why these many holidays? Okay.
We are racking our brains too.
Thank you. We are racking our brains. Good morning, Bernard and team. How can we be productive when we spend 4 hours in traffic from Monday to
Thank
Friday?
you. Thank
Obviously, you cannot do much. Still in traffic, listening in my car.
Oh.
Sky is a big chief.
One.
Is a big chief one fan. Every day,
Mad
Maduagbe.
Mad
Who is Chief One?
Chief One is a musician from the Volta region.
That's the song he
Yeah,
did.
that's right. So that song is Mad Ragbe.
Every day. So, what does that mean? Every day I'll enjoy.
Yeah, we can just chill. Like, but we make now. I be this year ko ho na rek paling.
They should even add Father's Day and Mother's Day too, and later add Children's Day, LOL. We, the commercial drivers, also like these holidays since it's like a cocoa season for us. Good morning, guys.
The economy goes up for them.
Last, Bernard, let Sky come to work every holiday. Why? He go explain, tire, no
Thank you.
evidence.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
from
you.
Parkour from Absa Bank.
Thank you, Paco.
Good morning, Ben and team. For Sky, if you keep talking on that line, I will take you to court. We need more holidays.
Thank
and that's
you.
Matthias from Tema.
Thank you.
Hello, Bernard.
Yes.
In the UK, apart from Easter and Christmas holidays, all other holidays are banked on observed on a Monday. In the month of May, the first and last Mondays are banked holidays. First Monday is Workers' Day, and the last Monday, the King's Birthday holiday.
Look at that.
The last Monday in August is another bank summer holiday.
Look at that.
Only 3 holidays in the year aside the usual Easter and Christmas holidays.
Beautiful.
Kofi Kwache in London sends that one.
Kofi.
Bernard, this holiday shifts to Friday and Monday. Are they sure they can work on all holidays? Because for some holidays like Christmas and New Year, Muslim holidays, the holiday has to be on that day. Shifting it wouldn't make it significant. Are they saying the 25th falls on Tuesday? If the 25th falls on Tuesday, the holidays will be shifted to
This
the next
doesn't
Friday.
affect
the
religious holidays.
Yes.
That's
So
what
let's
it's
reiterate that point. This is for the non-religious holidays.
Exactly.
Yes, and I think Fred also made the point that the day will be marked, but then the celebration of it will be moved. That's for the non-religious ones.
Yes.
Will be moved to another day. So that's a response to Eric in Koforidia. Bernard, I'm burned out. I'm a teacher in the SHS, and I'm the only person that teaches the subject that I teach.
Look at that.
There's no rest for me on my timetable except break time.
Oh.
I always come home so tired.
Oh.
Sometimes I can't even take care of my children. Burnout is real.
It will affect him in other areas too.
Use AI.
I mean, it
I
affects
say it will
performance.
affect him in other areas.
Yeah. Performance is normally affected by tiredness.
But
In
now
the
AI
meantime,
cannot do anything about it.
well, it depends on what you're looking at. I can give you some ideas though. But there is this report quickly. It's are holidays good or bad for the economy?
The argument is over.
Hold on, let me just read the findings to you. You were giving anecdotal evidence. I want to give you research findings.
To support you or to support yourself.
No, I mean, it's a very nuanced conclusion they have drawn. Cross-national evidence from 101 countries. It is authored by a number of people. It was released in July 2023. And Bernard, let me take you to the conclusions of that, and then you would make up
at
your
least
own
you
mind.
have what was the intro saying? What did it?
Let me read the conclusions. Then
The
you go to
conclusion.
yes, that's right.
I wanted to know.
So the conclusion says that in this study, we investigate the impact of public holidays on economic growth in 2019 using a sample of 101 countries worldwide. It is known that public holidays can have an adverse effect on economic growth if firms' productivity is affected due to loss in working hours. Now, on the other hand, public holidays can be beneficial to economic growth if people increase their private consumption and expenditure in the recreational and/or tourism sectors.
Correct.
Thus, the effects of public holidays on economic growth can be ambiguous. Our results indicate that the relationship between public holidays and economic growth is non-linear and, in fact, exhibit an inverted U-shaped curve. Now, the non-linear relationship implies that as the number of public holidays increases, economic growth would increase as well. However,
At some point.
yes, until to a certain optimal point.
Correct.
Thereafter, further increase in public holidays will ultimately reduce economic growth.
You
Now,
said
this relationship is robust. Robust, you did economics. Robust with respect to the three estimators, and they named the estimators here, that we use in uncovering the nonlinear relationships. Now, the last two paragraphs. We can conclude from this study that the optimal number of public holidays can be increased. No, so there's some error with the English.
Read it again.
The optimal number of public holidays can be increased. I think they want to say it can be increased if economic growth is persistent upwards. Right? Our quantile regression analysis suggests that 9 days of public holidays is optimal for countries in the 30th and 40th quintiles.
Quintal.
Quintiles. Okay, quintiles.
Yeah. They've divided their countries into 5.
Into 5. Now, 10 days for 50th and 60th quintiles. 11 days for 70th quintile. And 12 days for countries in the 80th and 90th quintiles.
I see.
Other macroeconomic factors that contribute in boosting economic growth include the growth in labor productivity. Did you hear that? Investment in capital, growth in tourism, which is you mentioned, good governance, which is a problem in many parts of Africa, foreign direct investment, and growth in urbanization. Now, the results of our study can be translated into some practical implications. First, a government or company should consider the concept of optimal number of public holidays to strike the balance between the amount of leisure time and working hours so as to sustain economic growth. A country with strong economic growth is able to increase the number of public holidays as well as raise the income level. In turn, increase the well-being and keep the public workers happy. Secondly, the government or company should set up leisure recreational facilities like you were talking about in public areas and workplaces to enhance the variety of leisure activities available and promote active, healthy and leisure participation. So basically that is what the
So basically there's a certain level that diminishing returns may set in.
Exactly.
So but my question is, was Ghana in the study? If we probably were not. And
I've not
and also
looked for that.
Which means we have to find our optimal number of days.
Exactly.
Because in the data they've said there are some countries that is 9, for some is 10 and that kind of thing. So maybe for Ghana, we would need to just determine what's the optimal. I certainly think we have reached the optimal. We need like 3 more. I think we are still rising. You know?
Hey,
so it's a good,
how many do we have now?
And the other thing I have to say about this is that economic growth is not necessarily the be all and end all. Growth is a very interesting term because you can grow and not develop. You know that.
Yeah, that's
you can grow. What you really need is transformation. What you need is human quality of life. I do know that growth is important as the basis for a lot of things, but growth alone is not enough. You need what do you call it? So we need a human development index, things which make a more qualitative measure of well-being than just the quantitative economic growth, because you can strike oil and just drill and then on paper grow. It won't affect anybody. Some private company and somebody will just get the money. So I think they've done a good job in the study. 117 countries, a lot to bring. But I feel like I have a lot of questions to ask on this as well. But we in Ghana know that we need more holidays.
Okay. So they have they exhibited or maybe they surveyed Rwanda, Zambia, and some other countries.
But Ghana was not in.
Yeah, Ghana. I've searched for Ghana.
Okay.
I don't find Ghana. So, but we have conditions similar to.
You should send the report to me.
I just forwarded it to you.
I will read it. So what are we doing this Tuesday?
The holiday.
So I want to clarify from the team. This National Day of Prayer is Tuesday. Are we working on that day and then going on holiday on Friday, or that will be announced in the course of the week?
Yeah, because if you look at the bill, which has been passed by Parliament, the bill clothes the president with the authority to, in appropriate cases, effect the changes that we're talking about. So that even if it falls on Wednesday, for instance, the president issues the relevant legislative, communication to move it from Thursday to the weekend that follows thereafter.
So we have to wait for what the president will do.
Yeah, that communication, yes. Yes.
Because I think if you are going to make all the changes, then you need to apply it to the first one.
Bernard, is your vested interest in this particular
No,
yeah, so he should demonstrate it.
Yes, so we will pray on Tuesday, but let's go on holiday on Friday.
Yeah.
I think it will be nice so that we can add it to the weekend.
Okay.
And optimize it.
Yeah. But so I must
So that Friday will be what day? The holiday is Tuesday, the 2nd, right?
Yeah.
So the Friday is what day?
July is Tuesday.
So the Friday will be like 4th or something.
Right. Yeah.
2nd will be.
First is
Second is
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Friday is the 4th. Yes.
So to coincide the U.S. independence. So we should I'm proposing that they should let us take that Friday as a holiday.
Okay.
So that the Tuesday will come to work but just do our prayers.
Tuesday or Monday? Okay, the Tuesday.
The
that is
Tuesday.
the
So the Tuesday is the day for 1st July, but the
commemoration.
holiday should go to Friday.
The holiday should go to Friday.
So that we can travel
Yeah, which would also, see the
on the
president.
Thursday.
That's
So we do half day on Thursday.
on Thursday. No, you see, is it the threat that I'm talking about? So you see,
Friday
he's
is
gotten
a
full holiday on Friday.
I'm
He's
just
not
joking.
happy.
I'm just joking.
You see, but that is what they do. So they say, manager, sir, you can't watch them. Just say Thursday, just say me too quiet. Now Friday, no, you break was here.
Yeah, I got translate. But I didn't say I saw a lot of workers on Friday, but they were coming at break time. A lot of workers came to the fair on Friday, but it was a break between 12 and 2. They went back to work.
Yeah, which is break time. That is fair.
Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes they give them 1 hour to go and do their things.
I even think we should add siesta to our calendar, because when I was in secondary school, 3 o'clock we had to sleep. Did you do siesta?
Yes, I did.
So why don't we do it at work?
Well, that's a problem.
We should be able to sleep at 3 o'clock and wake up refreshed and continue the work.
I agree with that.
I think the Chinese do it,
Yeah.
or the Japanese or something.
I agree with that.
Maybe a power nap, not
Yeah, but 1 hour.
2 hours. No.
Our siesta is longer than power nap.
Yes, you can do a 20 minutes, 30 minutes power nap.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's if you have a desk to put your head on.
Some people take the view that sleep is for the weak. I disagree with that view.
Sleep is not for the weak.
For the week.
Hey, sleep for the weak, saying. So like stay awake for the strong.
Yeah, that's right. So they
Stay awake doing what?
This work.
Okay.
I mean, especially those who are within the legal profession.
You just kill yourself.
That is why a lot of heart attacks happen.
Charlie?
And,
Is that the profession that has more sickness? I'm sure the lawyers. I think if they do that, then the lawyers will win. Because your work is hard, especially those who do land law. If you're a lawyer who do land litigation, your beard will finish. Hey! They've sold the land to 18 people. I have a friend who said his father advised him not to even do land law. He said, if you do land law, Charlie, they do medicine too much. Now you are the lawyers. They do medicine too much.
Which one is the medicine?
No, paracetamol.
Chloroquine.
Do you know medicine?
Chloroquine.
I love it. He says you stay away from that. You should just stay. You should stay on the corporate scene, because the landlord, Charlie, people they use all the things, and they put to the things. If you want to live long, you stay away from landlord. Fred Japan, where are you? Hey, Ghana. Charlie, don't be this guy.
You don't mean
This
it,
is
bro.
our country.
They say they take you to the local single. You see some things there.
But you as if you like constitutional law.
Yeah, constitutional law.
You don't like land law.
I mean, my mom
Advise you.
was always averse to the idea of
Litigation.
over land.
Litigation, yeah.
Because
Litigation.
according to her, Anyigbanya do wunama. So basically,
It's the same thing.
what you're trying to say,
Charlie?
not in as many words.
Because people take entrenched positions, and
Yeah.
sometimes decisions have been taken before these people were even born.
Exactly.
So there are historical issues to that. Sometimes you, the lawyer, may become a victim. They won't tell you the full truth.